SmackDown was in Louisville, Kentucky tonight, and you start off the show continuing the wild card theme they introduced on Raw last night, in which Raw and SmackDown stars appear on the same show. I hate this concept because it basically is already giving up on the WWE Superstar Shakeup or the draft, whatever you want to call it. One thing I liked about this draft compared to last time is it seemed like they were going to respect it this time. And what I mean by that, it seems like they're putting more effort into keeping the brands separate. The Raw wrestlers stay on Raw, and the SmackDown wrestlers stay on SmackDown. The only time you really see them interact is during the pay-per-views, whenever there's a multi-branded show like a Survivor Series or something like that. We really don't see them interact, or in the Royal Rumble or something of that magnitude. However, they've destroyed it already. They've had 3 years, and they've already ruined the Superstar Shakeup or the brand split. They've already killed it. I hate what Vince does. It's over. They're not going to do it anymore. They may as well just scrap it. You can unify all the titles again. Just have one big roster again. It sucks because it's going to close more doors. It's not going to open up as many opportunities for some of the wrestlers who will benefit from this. In particular, someone like Kofi Kingston, who I do not believe would have had any chance to become WWE champion had there not been a brand split. Anyway, it's dead. You have AJ Styles come out with some stupid wildcard stuff. Sami Zayn's out, so he's there too. And Kofi comes out, and eventually it's going to be a triple threat match. We get to that match later in the show, and that'll be the main event of the night. You have a triple threat. I mean, you look at it, Kofi Kingston, Sami Zayn, and AJ Styles. Probably be a great match. It wasn't that great. So you come back, and they officially announce it after the commercial. They have Mustafa Ali right there, and it seems like they're trying to turn him heel. I'm not so sure. They're cutting like this emo dark promo with him in the darkest days. It does seem like they're going towards a heel turn. I think that'd be better for him. They had Zelina Vega make fun of the Kentucky Derby controversy with the horse drifting into the other lane, whatever happened. She's talking with the spectators in the Money in the Bank, and there's, unlike the Kentucky Derby, only one thoroughbred is in it, and that's Andrade. Andrade says he will be Money in the Bank. He says it in Spanish. I think that'd be a good choice. I hope Andrade wins. I think it'd be a really good choice. Him and Drew McIntyre, I think, are the favorites. So you have Andrade going up against Ali. They had a good matchup. It's quick. They didn't have much time because Randy wanted to come out. And he attacks Ali. So I guess Randy's officially in a feud with Ali now. He's heel Randy. He attacks him. He goes for the DDT on Almas, but Zelina saves him. And then I had Almas attack Orton, but then Orton hits an RKO onto Almas and to Ali, destroys them both, and leaves them both laying. So Orton gets the heat there. He had Tom Phillips talk about Roman Reigns, what he did last night. There's no Roman Reigns on SmackDown tonight. He already left for the European tour, so Raw and SmackDown next week will be live from Europe, so it'll be the tape show. They show a video package about Roman Reigns. Shane McMahon's out, and I'm so sick of Shane. I'm so sick of seeing him. He bores me to tears. I don't care about Shane McMahon anymore. I am so sick of seeing him on TV and having him have a big role in this show. He comes out, and he is going to talk about the new tag team titles. He mentions The Miz first, and he announces there's going to be new tag team titles. Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan make their way to the ring. And then they're interrupted by the Usos, and what happens is the Usos demand a title shot, and they're going to get a title shot even though they're on Raw. It's just horrible. It's a complete mess. They've destroyed everything. Everything's completely unorganized. I hate this now. So eventually you have a tag team title match with the SmackDown titles are on the line here. I thought they'd do a mini tournament or something, but they're just going to give it away right now. It's Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan against the Usos. Bryan and Rowan win to the surprise of no one. I think it was pretty obvious they were going to win. And you have new SmackDown tag team champions in Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. They go to the Firefly Funhouse. I don't care to see this anymore. I'm just so bored. I know they want to push Bray Wyatt. They still see something in the guy. I'm thinking to myself, what else are we going to see now? It's kind of jumped the shark. It was fun for 1 week. But WWE, one big problem with them is they'll keep dragging something out. If they get one bit of success, they'll drag it out until you get sick of it and turn on it and it's uncool now. I think that's what's happening to it. Shane McMahon's in the ring again with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And he says he wants to leave Louisville. I'm sure everyone would want to leave Louisville. Who wants to live in Louisville? And he has some information about the match. And he is not saying anything really special with it. The Miz attacks. And Miz goes after Shane. However, Elias comes out and not the Elias. I think it was the B team. The B team attacked the Miz, and then Shane McMahon hits the Miz with a chair, beats him down. Shane McMahon stands tall over the Miz's fallen body. He beats him down with the chair. So Shane continues to get the upper hand on the Miz. And I would make an early prediction for Money in the Bank. I see Shane McMahon winning the match. The main reason I think Shane McMahon's going to win the match against the Miz at Money in the Bank is it makes sense. Who's Shane McMahon probably going to feud after this? Roman Reigns. Doesn't make any sense to go from a feud with The Miz to Roman Reigns with losing. Why would you lose to The Miz and now I'm supposed to take you as a viable threat to Roman Reigns? Even though WWE booking never makes any sense, I would be very surprised to see Shane McMahon lose to The Miz. He's beat The Miz at WrestleMania. He's probably going to beat him again, and he should if you're going to face Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns, whether you like it or not, is the top star in the company. So you have no business losing a feud to The Miz than facing Roman Reigns. But it is the WWE. They've done way crazier stuff than that. You have Brandon Bryan and Eric Rowan, so I guess they're going to be the Planet's Tag Team Champions, and they have an interaction with Heavy Machinery. And look, Heavy Machinery, I know Vince McMahon loves Otis. They shouldn't be pushed so hard. They're not that good. I hate comedy teams. I despise Ryder and Hawkins. I hate the B team. I wish they'd be released. I hate all those comedy teams. I like serious tag teams, but the serious tag teams get turned into comedy acts. They have to shave each other's backs and shit. So, whatever. Next, you have a tag team match. You have Ember Moon and Carmella against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. So, this company is dying to push Mandy Rose. They want her to be the top female star on SmackDown because they think Becky's going to Raw. They will push Mandy Rose to the moon and back. They love Mandy Rose for other reasons, and she's unbelievably attractive. And there's beautiful women. Mandy Rose, she's a stunningly attractive woman. She has one of the best bodies you'll ever see. Her tits are great. Her ass is great. Her face is beautiful. Her hair is blonde. She has an amazing body. She talks pretty well. She wrestles okay. She's not a bad wrestler. She's not a good worker or anything, but she can work a match. And she has everything to them, so they're going to give her the massive mega push. Now, the one thing they're doing at Sonya Deville is Sonya Deville's being really nice to Mandy Rose. Sonya Deville gave her her spot, and in this match, Sonya Deville sacrificed herself for Mandy Rose because she took a suicide dive from Ember Moon, and that allowed Mandy Rose to attack Ember Moon because she hit Deville with the dive and then pin her with her finisher. And Rose and Deville win, so it's obvious they're setting up Sonya Deville to screw Mandy Rose, which I'm sure she's wanted to do for many years now, but in wrestling terms, she's going to turn on Mandy Rose. Could be at Money in the Bank. I don't think so. I think it'll be sometime after that, maybe after Mandy wins the title, but I think eventually she will, it'll happen in the summer. She'll turn on Mandy, and that'll set up a match between the two of them. And I don't mind seeing that at all. So after the match, Paige comes out, and Paige sucks. I hate Paige now with this. I don't hate her. I just hate her with Asuka and Kairi. She's so out of place. And I can't help but notice how much she just towers over Asuka and Kairi Sane. It's not a good visual for a manager to tower over the wrestlers. She's horrible. She takes up their spots. She doesn't fit with them. She makes them look like geeks. I hate Paige with them. Just get rid of her. Let her go make movies and let her keep her under contract. But please stop putting her with Asuka and Kairi. They would do better with her. Paige is hurting Asuka and Kairi. She's horrible in this position. I don't care to see her feud with. I hate how Asuka and Kairi are also used as just almost like muscle for Paige. I hate it. They're being overshadowed. This whole story is about Absolution, a faction no one cared about from 2 years ago. I don't like this feud at all. So Matt Hardy, I guess, is going to be aligned with R-Truth. Sullivan comes out, he beats Matt, and then he power arms through a table backstage. I don't care. I mean, I hate this, man. I'm so sick of this. Every single time they bring a fucking monster in, they have to give him but like 6 months. 6 months before he gets to do anything. So they did that with Strowman. They did that with so many of these fucking guys. Let's let them fucking work. I'm so fucking sick of waiting and waiting. Just fucking go right into it, for God's sakes. Aleister Black promo. Evil, yeah, whatever, promo. So the main event was really good, actually. So you have Kofi defending his title in a triple threat match against AJ Styles and Sami Zayn. I really enjoyed this. AJ was kind of protected. He was taken out during the middle of the match, and then there was a really good part in which it's Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn and Kofi Kingston. Kevin Owens comes out, he beats down Xavier, and he looks like he might cost Kofi the title. And then you have Sami Zayn attacking Kofi, and Kevin Owens is helping Sami again. Even though they're split, I guess they're still going to keep their friendship. And he's attacking him, and Sami Zayn hits a blue thunder bomb. Kofi kicks out his second one, Kofi kicks out again. And the third blue thunder bomb, and Kofi kicks out for a third time. They almost got the fans a couple of times. So, three? Is that going to be it? It got me for a split second. I didn't think it was, but oh shit, is this possible? Kofi kept kicking out. They had a really fun triple threat match, but it was really more of a singles match at the end with Kofi and Sami. Eventually, Kofi hits the Trouble in Paradise, pins Sami Zayn. Kofi retains the title. He's still the WWE champion, and I hope that they stop with this whole wild card. I hate it. I despise it. I want to see the brands separates because the writers can't come up with anything intriguing, and they're just going to hurt everything. I like the ideas of keeping the rosters separate, and once a year it gets switched. I do not like mixing everything. The roster is a giant roster. It gives more guys and more women opportunities to keep them separate and to keep them with just two brands. So I hate the wild card. Wild card fucking sucks. I wish it would go away. Speaking of go away, some of us hope Vince McMahon will go away because WWE might not be in the best situation with ratings right now, but a company that's doing really well in terms of TV rights is the XFL. They have a lot of they signed deals with ABC, ESPN, and Fox. So I really wish I think would take off so Vince McMahon could give more of his time to the XFL and get away from the WWE because the product right now is absolutely terrible. It's boring, it's dull, it just doesn't get anyone interested. The wrestlers aren't drawing. Kofi Kingston is not a star. You can't draw. Seth Rollins is not a draw. Becky Lynch is not a TV draw. She's a huge merch draw, but she's not a TV ratings draw or a host show draw. And as much as I like her, it pains to say that, it's the truth. Things need to change. The product is dreadful. They push the worst people at the worst time. And I'm just not that interested in the product at the moment. No, this is the worst time for wrestling. It's the time like after WrestleMania, which always sucks. A few weeks removed because it's like the dead season, but the product is just not good right now. Not good at all.